Good morning, everyone. It's Cassie. I hope you're having an awesome day. Welcome back to Frostpunk 2. I will tell you, I have fully made peace with the fact that we are not going to get enough cores to meet this need of 40, and we're going to be exiled, and we're going to have to start over. So, I guess let's see what happens. We have 19 weeks to get to 40 cores, and it's going to be really tight, and I fully expect, like I said, not to get there at all. So we are doing that in Winterhome. If we expand this, can we reach any more hubs? No, we cannot. Oops, wrong button. We have cores extracting from here and a couple of other places on our map over here. And I believe I was also trying to reach into here. Can I not expand to that? Not without frost breaking, I guess. And we were working on... Whoops, stop pressing that. We have 2 hubs here. No, we don't. We have 1 hub here, but we have 2 nodes here from which we are extracting. We need 30 weeks to extract 10 cores from this one, so that's not going to happen. It looks like we're going to get about half, probably 5. And then from here, we have an opportunity to get another 5, but that needs 15 weeks, so just as much time as we have, basically. So I'm keeping an eye out to see if we can make it through this, but it's tight, and I don't think we're going to. Stop. The toxicity of Winterhome is really taking a toll on how many cores, or how fast our buildings degrade. We have 13 weeks to gather 10 more cores. And if I don't get through it, I've learned a lot. And I know kind of where, how and where to course correct as we make our way through this. I can get the hubs up much faster. The extraction hubs for the cores. I am going to worry a little bit less about automating the frost breaking and worry a lot more about getting the cores together. I will stick with what we're doing though. Instead of switching course correcting and going with the Exiles plan to settle here, I am still going to do the same thing and just blow it up for course and try again. Okay, we need 7 more cores and we have 9 weeks to do it, and I don't think it's going to happen. I don't actually know what happens if we don't get enough cores in time. I assume we're exiled. While we stress over that, I'm also going to make sure that everyone's doing okay everywhere else. There is a housing deficit here? That doesn't make sense. I mean, it does, but it doesn't. And in New London, we need to install the hyperdrive regulator. We need 650 heat stamps for that. We're almost to there. Trust is way down. Just need 4 more cores. Can we do it? No. We're going to run out of cores in this one, and then we'll have to rely on this one, and this one's too slow to get us 4 cores. Or 3 cores in 4 weeks. Skin of the teeth this is coming down to. Okay, we're barely gonna miss it, and from there I guess we'll see what happens. Also, I would like to know if I can control its output. Doesn't seem like it. Oops. Yes, okay, good to know. That's something else I can focus on next time. We're gonna miss it by 1, maybe? That's a bummer. Second fall of Winterhome. Winterhome has fallen to mounting toxicity. All colonists within the cursed city lost their lives, and you bear the responsibility for their deaths. Your people oust you from your office in New London for this failure. This is the end. I'm not surprised. When they came for you, the guards looked the other way. After your complete and utter mismanagement of Winterhome, you've been sentenced to exile in the Frostland. Winterhome was the best chance the city had of survival, and you let it be consumed by toxic gas. You are never to return to the city under penalty of death. You have failed to deal with Winterhome. Winterhome has fallen. So, okay, this is what I imagined would happen, and next time, which is now, we just need to be a lot faster. Let's see. I set up... There we go. A save game right at the start of this chapter so that I can move a lot faster.
Hear us, steward!
Steward! Do you hear us, steward?
Okay. We are preparing Winterhome for colonization now. Rallying Faith Keepers propose ideas. Steward, during their rallies, the Faith Keepers were inspired to research new policies of their own accord. Their most recent research was regarding work compensation. They presented the result of the private study, equal pay, to the city. We've done the work. All the steward has to do is put it to a vote. They call on you to pledge your support for the law. New law unlocked equal pay. Pledge to pass equal pay. Improves relations with the Faith Keepers. But that does just decrease heat stamp income, which is, we need heat stamps badly right now. Or disregard the study. We can act on these ideas later if necessary. Where we are now, trust looks good. There's a housing deficit everywhere. Why? Because we have way too many people. Did they reach Winterhome? Not yet. Food looks good. Materials don't look so good. Okay, here we go again. The Winterhome expedition has arrived to the Cursed City. The cores under the ruins could be used to further upgrade New London's generator, bringing about levels of warmth we never dreamt of. To reach the cores, we would have to demolish the ruins, split the earth open to access those that are buried, and extract them quickly before toxicity renders Winterhome forever uninhabitable. Alternatively, we could steal the toxic fumes, not steal, forever burying most of the cores. We could bring an avalanche down to batten down the cracks, and then work fast to manually close what remains, but afterwards, we could build a new city here that use it as a springboard for our expansion. Whichever approach we take, there will be no turning back. We've been going with salvage, and I'm going to continue to go with salvage and see if we can make this happen. Okay, we need to move to cores as quickly as we can. Extracting cores from the ruins of Winterhome will be dangerous. The gas will build up over time as the toxic fissures are now fully exposed. If we want to minimize casualties, we should frostbreak and extract the cores as fast as possible. Yep.
Winterhome.
Stop pressing B.
Collect your work gear from your foreman.
Can I not reach? There we go. Oops. Ruins. We don't need ruins. We need cores, and we need them badly. We will also have to worry about all of the other things here. Shelter, food, crime, and we had to worry about crime in the last session too, the last time we attempted this chapter. So, something to think about. Heat is going to be another big concern. While everything is frostbreaking, I'm going to swing back to New London and see if I can find a way to make heat stamps a little faster. We're producing goods in our factories, or at least in one of them. I'll switch them both to goods. I want to take a look at what we can do maybe with our Frostlands teams. There. And how's our frost breaking? Almost done. What?
Steward.
Rapid frostbreaking harms workers. Steward, as frostbreaking teams neared the chasms of Winterhome, it was as if we approached the maw of hell itself. The ground splintered and noxious fumes pushed through the cracks to strangle those even in open air. Scores of our people suffered today, brought right to the edge of death. They won't survive a second attempt. Rapid frostbreaking can lead to injuries and death. Tensions between Faithkeepers and Evolvers are rising. Develop automated frostbreaking. If this can save lives, it's worth it. Automated frostbreaking will not put people at risk of death. Construct one automated workforce factory, or sacrifices will be necessary. Rapid frostbreaking may result in casualties when used. I know they're not going to like that, but I have to. Here we go again. Charlotte Boucher, 27, colonist, devising a plan. Those fucking Faithkeepers, always bending the steward's ear to their psychotic ideas, driving our city into the ground. And now with Winterhome, they're putting us all in danger with their madness. This can't continue. Someone's gonna have to do something. We tried talk, it's time for action. Some enraged Evolvers aim to sabotage operations. I said sabotage with a V. Sabotage operations in Winterhome. Okay, I'm gonna get an extraction district up and running. Do I need to put 6? I guess I need to put 6. And a second one. And those are going to extract cores simultaneously, whereas if I made these into one big central hub, they would extract cores one at a time. Now I will get to extract them 2 at a time.
Attention workers, remember to maintain your masks and eye cover in good condition.
I also am going to need to send more workforce to Winterhome. And I realize what I'm doing when I do that. I just have to. I need to get the hyperdrive regulator researching, so I'm going to do that now. I can't yet. I will do it. And I believe we'll get 14 cores out of this. 7 and 7. Yep. We'll send some food here. I don't want people to starve. What? Wrong button. That's pretty much all I can send because we're behind on everything else. Sort of. I guess I could send some coal. Sabotage in Winterhome. Steward, some colonists, swayed by the evolvers among them, have begun sabotaging our efforts. They tamper with buildings and heavy machinery. We could build watchtowers to maintain order, but some of the Faith Keepers whisper of a more extreme solution. They propose we instill public executions. In their mind, it would both aid our efforts as well as show the colonists that given the option, working is the better choice. Sabotage will cause district destruction until order is enforced. Tension between evolvers and Faith Keepers are rising. Tensions, okay. I was going to say that should be is. Tension is increased. Build watchtowers. We need to prevent any sabotage by monitoring workers at all times. Construct 2 patrol watchtowers. Enact public executions. Patrol watchtower. Construct 1 patrol watchtower and pass public executions, or think of another way. The sabotage will continue. Let's see how bad the sabotage gets. And from there, we can rethink a strategy. I am going to turn these... Oh, they're already at 100. I'm not going to turn them up. I'm going to send workforce here. Oh. Death to Faith Keepers. Conflict is brewing. Steward, we discovered ransacked provisions, and they forever have tainted a palace, a place that could have been our new home, carved into warehouse walls, followed by death to Faith Keepers. 3 of our workers did not report in for their shifts. They were known to be Evolver members, instigating brawls and vocal in their hatred of our efforts here in Winterhome. Their fate is left to the frost now. We need to have our eyes peeled for violent radicals. Conflict between Faith Keepers and Evolvers is brewing as salvaging Winterhome has crushed their dream of settling a second city. I love a little alliteration. Settling a second city sounds good to say. Smooth. Things are going okay in here. Where are we? New London. Although we're about to get... Oh, this is our people moving to... Okay. To Winterhome from New London. Food's good here. Stockpile is full. How's the old Dreadnought doing? We already did this. The old Dreadnought is steady on everything. Where's my cursor? There it is. Their food stockpile's almost full. They're doing well on materials. They're not doing so great on goods, but no one is. But I'll take very neutral. Very neutral is good. Why can't I set up here? I was trying to avoid setting up on another hub. I'm gonna have to frost break out some more. Jesse Hyde, 30, colonist, cursing the Faith Keepers. They sit on their throne made of our blood, built off our backs. They drink ice wine and smoke cigars and laugh over appetizers. And what do? We work, we toil. We break ourselves in the muck and mire for a dream we don't share. May they choke on their food. May they drown in their wine. May they burn together with their pathetic ideals. And may I be there to see it. I mean, everybody's working. Everybody should be working. I can't frostbreak around here. This is already frostbroken. Oh, there we go. I'm just a dodo bird. A little bit of a dodo bird. I also really need to get the research going for hyperdrive regulators. We'll see how that goes. I want to look, we're about to, there we go. We opened up the Fortitude Valley. And here we've got Dreamer's Mine. An ironwork sits at the surface of this mine, its walls covered with designs for wagon and transports. A smaller glassworks once fabricated fragile scientific instruments. Few tools remain after many years of scavenging, but there is still iron at the very bottom of the shaft. An outpost here could increase our supply by 200 materials until its deposit of 2.4 million materials is depleted. We also have Fortitude Base, Rowett Exposition. The abandoned base welcomes us with the Fortitude sign. The roof has collapsed on a lab where scientists studied the cause of the frost, but the training halls remain intact along with the equipment used in attempts to contact other generator cities. We could take all the preserved supplies back to New London, or we could leave them, making reactivating the base less costly. Take the supplies gives us 300 prefabs, 3 cores. Leaving the supplies, construct an outpost here to assist our exploration, or come back later. I'm going to take the supplies. The abandoned base welcomes us with the Fortitude sign. The roof has collapsed on the lab where scientists studied the cause of the frost. Our scouts salvaged the cores and construction materials from the halls. Rebuilding the base will allow us to better support our scouting expeditions. Rebuild the base is minus 400 prefabs and 2 cores, which I am not willing to do. Or come back later, which I will do. And we don't have any cores in this direction, so when these are empty, I'm going to take them down so I can salvage the materials. I'll get back prefabs and I think probably heat stamps. The gas grows more deadly.
Toxic gas levels have risen.
Yeah.
Take precautions.
Yeah. Is this one running at 100%? Yes. Okay.
Steward.
Toxic gases rise. Steward, the workers in the winter home won't stop coughing. We schedule breaks, we cycle shifts, we haul them out from the depths by the cartload, but still they gasp in the clean air. There's nowhere to escape it, nowhere to get relief. It's as if the toxic rot clings to their lungs. If we want to spare them, we have to pull them out soon. People are afraid. Disease from toxic fumes in winter home grows more severe. Tensions are rising. We need to endure. Just a little longer, we'll finish what we started. It is looking a lot better. Can I not? Why can't I? Oh, because of that? Yep, there we go. These are doing okay. Each of these has 3 cores left. So there's 6. That'll get us to halfway. We've got 7 cores here. 6 cores here. And with this one, that should push us over the edge. That should get us right to 40. I'm gonna move as quickly as I can though, so I'm probably gonna put in another district. I still need to research though. How many heat stamps do I need for research? Is it 200? Yep. And it's not just 25 weeks that I have. It's 25 weeks until the toxicity increases to severe, and then I think I've got 40 more weeks before it's unlivable. I can at least turn the generator on for them.
Famous magician, the Great Bambini, begins his latest tour of the colonies tonight.
The Great Bambini. Was that not Babe Ruth? He was the Great Bambino. Okay, let's open up a couple more. At least one more. Are these empty? Nope. They're almost empty. It's looking a lot better than it was this time last game. Last save file. Okay, we'll pull these down. We'll get the heat stamps that we need to research this generator upgrade. And put in another extraction district, and let's repair this. I'm wondering if I need to switch one of my factories back to prefabs. I still have a ton of prefabs, so I'm not super worried about it, but I'm a little bit worried about it. Oh, hello, what do you want? Stalker arrested, Evolvers involved. Steward, guards have apprehended a member of the Evolvers near the council hall. Caught him loitering with no good reason to be there, said one of the guards. We found a notebook full of timetables of the Faithkeeper's delegates' comings and goings. He refuses to explain the purpose of these notes. On the last page, we have found the following scribbled. The dream of expansion we lost in Winterhome must be avenged. Tensions between Evolvers and Faithkeepers are reaching the breaking point. Closely surveil the Evolvers. Activates the community action condemn. Or ignore this incident. Trust falls slightly. I guess I'm gonna have to surveil them. "750 people left the Evolvers. We're still tolerated, which is a big relief to me, honestly. We are most of the way to cores. That's very exciting. Our 2 districts came down though, and I don't quite have enough heat stamps to start my research. How are we doing here? 5 cores remaining, need 15 weeks. That'll put us at 32. 3 cores remaining, need 9 weeks. That'll put us at 35. And then 5 cores remaining, need 15 weeks, and that'll put us right at 40. Let's get our research going. This needs 33 weeks, it said? Yep. And 1 day. Oh yeah, we're still doing fine on prefabs. I'm not going to add any more prefabs to my factories. This is frostbroken out, and we have enough space to put it in. But we don't have the heat stamps that we need. We need 10 more heat stamps to build this extraction district. We will. Ideally, once we get these last 10, we'll pull everyone out of Winterholm before it becomes, you know, overridden by toxic fumes. Overrun is probably a better way to say that. Is this empty? Almost empty. Trouble here is that cold weather is coming, and I haven't built any kind of housing for these people. So we're going to lose some of them. The generator is on, but we don't have enough coal to maintain it. Or rather, I think we have just exactly enough coal. I want to get as many cores out of here as I can. So if that means going over 40, great. I don't know if when I get to 40, will they automatically make me pull everybody out? We'll see. It looks like we're going to see this time. This is much different, and in my opinion, going a lot more smoothly than it did last time. Like, I was so worried about trust, and that's why I was kind of trying to take things slowly, build stuff here, shelter, and send them food, and make sure that they were situated and comfortable and warm. That was not necessary. Turned out I just needed to move fast. Okay, this one's up. This one's almost down. This one's nearly empty. These both are nearly empty. We have 36 of 40. This is fantastic. This is going so much better. We're gonna get, hopefully, to our 40 cores before toxicity even increases to severe. How is this? This just got put up and it's already in need of repair. Cool. That's silly. We're 32% of the way into our research. I don't know if I have to stick around in Winterhome until the research is done. That'd be silly. That'd be really silly. Perfect. Nothing is saying, let's get out of Winterhome, so I don't know what happens next. I guess maybe I have to finish all of these things before I can. These things here. I was kind of gesturing over here, which is silly. There we go. Salvaging Winterhome, the final step. Stewards, I'm plural now. Against all odds, we gathered enough cores to upgrade the generator before Winterhome's toxic gases could swallow us. We could pull out of Winterhome now and save our workers, or these cores are a valuable resource. We have enough to upgrade the generator, but we'll always need more. They are a lifeline in a world where we can no longer create them. Maybe their sacrifice for the good of everyone else is worth it. Evacuate the workers. We will not risk our people to die from our greed. Remove the workers immediately, or mine the remaining cores. The Winterhome colony will stay active until toxic gases devour it. Keep the workers digging until all cores are extracted, or until the colony is consumed by toxic gas. I'm going to go ahead and pull them out. There's no way I'm going to get all of the cores extracted. There were so many deposits. I got one extra, so that's nice. Now we just need to research and construct, and we're in the middle of research, our hyperdrive regulator. And that costs a lot of heat stamps, so I gotta save.
The Faith Keepers will conduct a mass baptism near the generator. Be reborn in oil.
Be reborn in oil. Oh, okay. Can I put buildings here? And will that help with anything? I don't know. We need to get materials going. We need a bunch of heat stamps so that we can, 650 in fact, to build the hyperdrive regulator. We have a bunch of population coming back, so we'll need houses for them. Do I have any housing districts that don't have dense, whatchamacallits, subsidized housing? Why does that one have 2? Can I expand this one? Nope. Cool. Do I need to frostbreak? No. Cool. There. With that, I should be able to expand a couple of housing districts and perhaps add a couple more subsidized housing blocks to them. And by doing that, give people more places to live. Oof. I didn't realize I had that much population coming back. What kind of buildings do I
Help
have?
us
Can I
keep
put in
you
my
warm.
extraction?
Report all leaks and damages to the nearest maintenance office.
Oof. Okay, it looks like I can put at least one deep melting drill into ore blasting coal mine. Into this particular extraction district. So I'll do that. It's not exactly what I was planning on doing, but I'm noticing I've got all these districts that are not operational, and I could take them down, or I could add buildings to them. Oh, this one had a building. So if that doesn't work, then I'll just demolish it. "73% of the way to research completed. 182 of the 650 heat stamps that we need. Cold is notable and growing, and that's just because we need heat and shelter. But food still looks good. Materials don't look as bad. Goods still look very bad. Trust is fine. Tolerated. I'll take it. Tension, middling. Population is so high, though. So high. Can we send some of these people to the old dreadnought? No. They're like perfectly square on housing. If I'm sending a surplus of materials here, I want to change that. I am. There. Just barely changed it, just enough so that they're breaking even at the old dreadnought. I could actually spare some because their stockpile was full. Tensions shot up a little bit while I was away. Not that one. This one. Oh, I can't expand this one. Cool. Good to know. The rest of them have already been expanded, I believe. Yeah. Oh, not this one. That'll help just the tiniest little bit with population, because I can put 2 dense housing blocks in, and each one of those will take the housing down by about 20. This guy here. Or I guess up by about 20. Oh, I didn't realize this one could be expanded. I'm still waffling on whether I want to take these extraction districts down.
Do not keep your frozen departed indoors. Leave them outside for collection.
Or do something else with them. Oh, wow. Heat stamps, that cost a fortune. Okay, baby steps. 533 hostile Frostlanders join Evolvers. Assigned research increases relations. Nice. Okay. How much did that cost? 75. 100 in total. Okay. Keep losing my cursor. Adding the deep melting drill to this one has made it such that this one is no longer out of resources. But a lot of these, as you can see, are out of resources somehow. My coal stockpile is full too, so I might want to consider sending some coal over to the old dreadnought, because they have none. Let's do that. Not people. There. We also have our Frostlands teams back, so we can start another expedition if we want to. Do we have any place to go that's going to be safe? No. This will help us with cores, though. Coal. Food, coal, cores, prefabs, and materials. This is a good one. Let's send our scouts here. Oh, this again, huh? We're gonna just put a square. There we go. Okay, trust is dropping a little bit. What can I do for people? Can I do anything? I don't want to make promises. That's pretty much all I can do for the Frostlanders. There we go.
Steward!
Stewart, she said. She said it with a hard T. There we go. Looking better.
Hear us, Steward!
Okay. I can't do anything for the two outlier factions, the Faithkeepers, not the Faithkeepers, the Frostlanders and the New Londoners. But I helped tension and trust quite a lot by helping out the Evolvers and the Faithkeepers. I'm trying to get the Faithkeepers to start rallying again, because when they rally we can get more heat stamps, and that's nice. That's very nice. I need 650 heat stamps so that I can put in this generator upgrade, but also I need to, you know, keep going on adding housing and making sure they have enough in the way of food and materials, and they don't right now.
Always remind everyone not to aid initiates wandering the Frostland. They must find their own way back.
Can I add industrial industrial buildings to, to extraction districts is the end of that question. Because I'd love to get more factories going. Damage from squalor, this guy. What's this little icon mean? One building disabled. Deactivated, requires more resources. Biowaste hothouse is my disabled building, and that's a bummer. I would imagine that a hothouse wouldn't need extractable resources in order for this to... I guess it's a food district. I don't want to be a real bummer when I say this, but it's almost okay that people are freezing to death because they're imaginary people. And when they do, I need less housing. Ugh. It's not okay for real life people to freeze to death, but these are imaginary people. And that's why I was more okay with sacrificing them at Winterhome to get the cores. I'm a monster. Okay, I actually think this is a pretty good ending point for the day. We got a lot done. We have completely rectified our mistake from the last time we gave this a try, and that's excellent. We got everybody back into Winterhome, extracted 40 cores lightning fast, and got them right out of Winterhome before toxicity even ticked up to severe. We have installed more housing. We're starting to save up some heat stamps. We are doing our best for these people, and that's a good thing. We need a ton of heat still. It's about to warm up though. So we'll be able to progress a little further at that point. Like, we'll need a little less heat then, and people will be a little happier when we enter the warmer season. Next time, let's see. Next time we need to save up 650 heat stamps so that we can install the hyperdrive regulator into our generator, which is this guy here. And we need to make sure that we're good on housing and good on materials. I'm really trying hard to become good on goods, but it is just not happening. We've got 2 factory districts or industrial districts making goods for us now, and it's just not working out for us. But yeah, next time we'll keep working on that, and we'll try to we'll do everything we can to save up enough heat stamps to put this in. I'm not running on a timer for this one, it seems like. It seems like once we meet these objectives, then we will be in good shape to move on to the next chapter. I hope. I think the big timing thing here was getting the cores out of Winterhome, which was scary. So here's where we'll leave it. Thank you very much for hanging out with me today. Welcome to 2025. If I haven't already seen you and talked to you, Happy New Year. I hope it was a good one. I hope you have an amazing day, and I will talk to you very soon.